Alright, welcome to video 3. Hope you've enjoyed the first 2 videos of all of my digital cross stitch patterns. We're going to keep on going. We're going to go to my miscellaneous folder. So we're going to jump right in. This one here, that's a pattern, so I'm not going to show that one. And like I said, this is a miscellaneous folder. These are all patterns as well. Let me find y'all some pictures. Patterns. Y'all probably seeing the patterns, but it's okay. Alright, this one's called A Row of Love. Some of these I don't know who the designer is or anything like that. So, like I said, there is no telling where I got a lot of these patterns from. This one is called Afternoon Sunday. I can't say that some of these aren't knockoffs, so I don't know. It is what it is. They're here now. Afternoon Teddies. This looks like a magazine. I don't know which one it is though. Who's this one by? Aloe and Pink Pot. This one is, I have several of these, so I'll go ahead and show it. It's theuglyducklinghouse.com, Sarah Fogel. I don't remember how I found her. Somebody must have said it in the Flosstube or something. Alright, all charts. Looks like a chart. I finished this one. This was from a magazine as well. America, America. It is an Ursula Michaels design. Turned out great. This one is called American Sampler. Maybe if I'll get, I'm going to try to get y'all some good still pictures, and that way you can screenshot and maybe do an image search if you're interested in any of these. This one's called An Apple a Day. See, that one right there is probably a knockoff. I mean, if you can't tell. We're just going to keep going with it. Appaloosa Horse. These are Ross Originals. This one is called Apple Sampler. Hold on. Okay, this is one that was in the I think it's the 2021 the Keepsake Cross Stitch Calendar. Apple Sampler. Oh. Autumn Sampler. Oh, this one's upside down. How did I manage that? Flip your screen over. Autumn Harvest Sampler. This looks like a magazine chart as well. It might on the it might have it on the pattern. Let's see. Let me scroll real quick. Nope. I don't see it. This is Autumn Lantern. And if you remember, well, we'll get to that one in a minute. I'm doing winter lantern, but this is autumn lantern. This is alphabet Afghan. Oh wait, here's a better picture of it. Another Afghan. Any of these, if y'all are interested in it, I'll help y'all look up any information on it, because this information, that's why it's in a miscellaneous folder, because I like have no, it obviously was in a magazine, Cross Stitch Crazy, I'm thinking, because it's there. I don't know. Anyway, baby keepsakes. You know, I did this one and I never did do either one of mine's handprints when they were little, so I guess all this will be for grandkids. This is a Hindsight. I don't know how you... I was looking to see if I could flip it over, but anyway, bait and tackle. Let's see. Bear and Bunny Collector. That one's Jeremiah Junction. This looks like a Russian chart or some kind of other... Let me back up a little bit. I just called it Bear Family. I have no idea what this said. This obviously right here is the name of the chart. But I don't know. I don't know. These were, I know, in a magazine. This is some Bible scriptures. Can't think of the name of that magazine. I used to subscribe to that one. I can't remember the name of it. It's Jeremiah Junction too. I can see that much of it. Copyright 2001. So, Books and Roses. Starting to move around a little bit too much. Or Books and Rose. That probably is not the name of it, but here's some borders. A magazine, butterflies and floral table set. Again, not sure. Don't know the name of this or anything. This one is Intricate Cross Stitch Campfire. This. They made it to an Afghan, but canine companions. Baptism certificate. Again, I can tell that's from a magazine. Stocking. Christmas Carol. If I think of the name of this magazine, these are all from that same magazine, and I can't for the life of me think of it. This is called Christmas Cuties. Cute little smalls. I think that's Cross Stitch Crazy magazine as well. If that one is even still published anymore. But I don't know what year. These are just some 50 Christmas gift ideas in a magazine. That had to, well, yeah, that was a kit. Just don't know. Oh, it's a Joan Elliott kit. Design Works Crafts. I think this is just, yep, that's just the chart there. This is Christmas Sweets on Platter. I've started this one, and there you can see the website on the bottom. There's a whole bunch of different holidays, and I mean, they've even, I think, got a Mother's Day, and there's a ton of these. I really need to get cracking on this one. I love it. It's not hard. I just don't have time. Let's see. This was a free pattern from somewhere. It says it up top. Christmas deer. Of course, that's copper. The one I'm doing of our dog. I think I showed that one already. Let's move this one out. Country Collector. I'm gonna have to scroll on this one. Again, from that magazine name's gonna come to me. All patterns. This is called Country Retreat. think crazy about cross stitch. Crazy for cross stitch. I don't know. Anyway, it's a little bag. Or they made it into a little bag because they thought it was cute. This is a Rosewood Manor. The one and probably only one I'll ever have. And I'm not so sure that I'm even going to do this one. I've looked at it, and even though if I change colors on it, I still don't know. I don't know. I guess at one point it was calling to me for some reason, but just, I'm looking at it and I kind of don't like it anymore. Cross stitch forever, housework whenever. It's my motto. Cushion comfort from a magazine. I think it's still that Crazy for Cross Stitching magazine. Here's the first part of it. Again, I can't tell you the year or anything. Christmas ornaments, the cutest Christmas ornaments. These are the cutest. Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading a message that just popped up on my screen. Okay. Dolphin chart of somebody's something's. It's a Russian chart. It's just dragonflies. Another dragonfly. Dragonfly Dreams. I've seen this one, but I didn't scan all the information, but alright, this one is from Dreamin' Stitches, and she has oh, right here, if you go to this Ko-Fi here, you can see all of her designs that she's come up with, and you have the option to download them for free, or you can also donate to her as well. So that's the one that I chose. I need to go back. I think she's added some more since I've been on there. I think this is from one of those keepsake calendar things. This one's called Eek. I don't know if it tells you, well, it's 2021. I was looking to see if it told you the designer of it. Oh, Bothy Threads. Right here. See, I should move that into my Bothy Threads folder. Again, have no idea. But it's beautiful. This is the Emma Congdon, Every Love Story. hold on, I think this one is just the, yep, that's just the chart. Sorry, I don't mean to swoosh y'all over real fast, but I don't want to show the charts. Fall flowers. Again, this is that, excuse me, uglyducklinghouse.com. Sorry, I'm getting a drink of water. Okay. Done a lot of talking for 3 videos. I call this Fire and Ice Horse. I'm not exactly sure. I think that's the name of it, but I'm not for sure. It's a Russian chart, so maybe I'm thinking of a different one that's called that, but anyway. That's the charts. Footprints. Frames for kids. Y'all know going through all these patterns is very dangerous because now I'm, like I said, I've got three empty project bags that I haven't filled up yet, so Blue Ribbon Designs. Frolic in the Foliage. I'll do a close-up of that one because it's kind of small. There's another horse one. These are gift tags. The giraffe that I did for Bailey. Give thanks. Just like some cards. I think they're called like good luck cards or something. Here's another one of those bows, Halloween bow. Nope, can't show those. This one you've seen. Oh. Well, that's the Harvest Home Sampler. I don't know why that's so blurry. It's the one I just finished on my last Flosstube. Harvest Time. Nope. Home Sweet Home. This is from another one from that Keepsakes calendar. Home Sweet Home. Happy Easter. It's from a magazine. I actually do have this kitted up. I kitted it up back in, before Easter to do it, but never did it. horse. Oh, that one not pretty. And we have How Great Thou Art. This one's it's a Veracay. It's very hard to find. This is a hydrangea, one of my favorite flowers. I think this one's cute. I think it's a little advanced for the girls for right now, but I think that's cute. I should just do it for them. It just reminds me of the girls doing that with the dog sitting right there with them. Let's see, ice cream sampler. I'm not sure. I guess it's called actually Dessert Time. Is that it? That's a soda stitch? I never realized that. Yeah, everybody's talking about those soda stitches now. Joy to the World. This was from a magazine. I have done this one. It's from Praiseworthy Stitches. Just for you. I don't know if that's what it's really called. I used to have the actual, I'm not going to say it was the actual painting, but it was the print of the painting. I wonder if Mom still has that. It was hanging in my room at her house when I was younger. This is from one of the keepsakes calendar thing. Kitchen word jumble. I guess if you're Louisiana. This is Art Ventures. They used to be, I don't know if they're still around. But our state bird and our state flower. That is really old right there. 1988. Wow. Let's see. We have some labs. A ladybug ABC. That's just a chart. That's just a chart. This is my chart, so I'm going to show it. This is one that I actually came up with. My mom worked for an insurance company, and this was like on the cover of like either their fax cover sheets or somebody else's, and she brought it home. She's like, can you make a cross stitch pattern out of this? So I did. I showed it because I did stitch it. I showed it in like my first or second video. That's the first one I've ever designed. This is my second. The university that I went to. I did those years ago. Here's another Emma Congdon, Love. It's in a keepsake calendar magazine. Love Is. This is a Design Works kit. Normally. Love Letters. I have finished this one. You've seen that finished. These are macaroons. Oh, this is the Ugly Duckling again. I guess I need to make her a folder. Bailey likes macaroons. Alright, get into all my magnolias. Besides hydrangeas, magnolia is my other favorite flower. Probably more than the hydrangea. Let's see. Bring it down. Oh, whoa, that's as small as I can get it. It's not stitched with those, whatever those words are. Again, probably a knockoff, but Majestic Magnolias. This is one I charted myself. This is my Mardi Gras Fancy Lady. There's a Mardi Gras mask from the Ugly Duckling house. I think this is just, no, that's just a pattern. Let's see, Sugar Stitches Cross Stitch Designs, Merry Christmas Sampler. One I'm working on now. It is not a long dog sampler, but it's called Long Dogs. It's from River Drift House Needlework. They're in the UK. Let's scroll up here. Oh, of course, everybody knows my Monopoly board, and I have no idea why this went to black and white when I scanned it, but there you go. This is called Moonlight Angel, supposedly. It's called Mother's Kitchen Stocking. Nature's Companions. Well, let's see. Yeah, that was all of them. Once Upon a Stitch, again from the Keepsakes calendar book. This is a Brenda Gervais, Our Story. measly pumpkins. I can't switch this one. There's Patriotic Santa. Penguin Christmas Chorus. This is Joan Elliott. Pet Passion. And it gets blurry if I get too close. I just did the dog one because the other one is cats. We don't do cats. Just dogs. Alright. Again, I have no idea. But it's beautiful. A Winnie the Pooh growth chart. Let's see. Oh, nope. That's the chart. Can't do that one. This is a peony, pretty peony. Princess ABC. Nope. It's just a Santa. Again, if you want information about any of these that I don't have information for, we can scrounge around together and try to figure it out. This is a tree skirt. Linda Gillum is the designer. Jolly Christmas tree skirt. Here's a Santa stocking. Another stocking. This says 50 school gift ideas. Where am I at? Scouting the River. This is one that I have finished. It's a blurry picture. I don't know if it's really called So Collectible or not. Signs of Fall. Y'all know I'm working on this one. I'll be so glad when this one is over with. It's not bad except for when you're getting all these flowers. Even small ones can have a lot of confetti. Sleepy bears. This is Joan Elliott, Snow Family Portrait. We're going to have to do another video, guys. This is just a snow scene. Again, no information. Some snowflakes. Nope. Sorry. Some little snowman. Oh, this one's upside down too, sorry. Snowman alphabet. I think this one is a chart. It is. It's a free chart, but Sportsman Dream stocking. I think these stockings were out of a book. I just don't know which one. Again, I know I scanned these, so this is my fault. Spring Fever sampler. Stitching. Welcome to my stitching room. Sunset in the trees. This is Emma Comden. Some Sweet Summer Treats. Joan Elliott, Thanksgiving Silhouettes. Wonder if no. This one's called The Great Outdoors. Another horse. Did I show this one a while ago? This one looks familiar. Thunder Ridge. Is that not Dimensions? I'm thinking that's that Dimensions. I think I already showed that one. Let's see. This one is Tiered Cupcakes. It's written in a different language, so I don't know what it's really called. And my only la-di-da chart. Oh, almost done with this folder. We're going to have to do another video. This one's already 45 minutes long. Trick or Treat. Looks like an alphabet. This one, Elizabeth Spurlock, Western Welcome. Again, I got it from the Keepsakes calendar. Winnie and Crew. Winter Chalkboard is Kathy Haberman. It's the designer. Here's the winter lantern I'm working on. Beautiful winter scene. I'm not saying much about these because I don't know anything about them. One more, and it's Joan Elliott. Yuletide Revels. Alright guys, I am going to cut this one off on this, and let's see. We're going to go on to the next video. I've done lost count. Will it be 5 or 4? Anyway, hope you've made it through this one, and we're going to do one more. We're going to go through the Stony Creek folders, because there's a lot in there too. So, see you on the next video. Bye.